Right, well, Radio Times is being the shill mouthpiece for the BBC once more. Doctor Who to return to BBC, regardless of Disney involvement. Oh, right, okay, so you're not actually... Right, so, sorry, you're reporting what the Mirror said? Okay, then. That's funny because you literally have spoken to Russell T Davies. He hasn't confirmed it, has he? The BBC haven't confirmed it, have they? Also, I do remember, because I did this in my other video, Russell T Davies quite literally said in 2024 he had the script done for season 16. He was just finishing it up and they needed to be done by August, ready to shoot early this year. So they should be done. So this is nonsense. Saying that they're nearly complete. What, when he previously said that they had a deadline of August? Yeah, behave. So we're going to take a look at this. Just these general articles from the Radio Times because they're funny. But also, shall we look at the ratings? Shall we look at the 7-day ratings for episode 5? Because they've come in now. And it's like the BBC's been listening to us. People that do these kind of videos, because consistently, really consistently, for years, literally years, it's always been 1.5 million consolidated views, right? Or thereabouts. It's been about that range. I mean, you can see it here. And then started to randomly change at episode 4. Randomly 1.3 million views. Now look, hey, maybe that weird consistency was actually people watching it. I don't buy that for 1 second, but maybe it was. Maybe it was people that were watching it. And at episode 4, a bunch of people just clicked off. So episode 5 consolidated views are now 2.7 million. So we're now sitting consistently under the 3 million mark. This is atrocious for the show. The population of the UK has increased. Unfortunately, most places have turned into the UK. Just tragic. But point is, as the population increases, the ratings shouldn't go down, right? They shouldn't go down. Viewing figures should go up. Because it shows that per capita, previously, when the population was smaller and you would get an average of 10 million views, per capita people were watching it more, right? This is terrible. This is awful when you compare it to the population size. So 2.7 million. So what, 1.10 million more? Again, I think the BBC have been watching. Because this also started doing the rounds on Twitter. You know, it started blowing up on Twitter. And we know that these people watch these videos and scope out Twitter. We know this. Like, we absolutely, unequivocally know this. Russell T Davies, you do watch these kind of videos. We're not dumb. But this is terrible. 1.10 million extra views. Fucking hell. So bad. And again, you've got articles like this. Well, it will return. Really? Why? Just cancel it, man. There's just no point. There is no point. So a source told the publication, The Mirror, that Disney withdrawing money wouldn't have as great an impact as some fans fear, with much of the current extra funding spent on the technical task of improving the picture quality and visual effects. Mate, they gave you $100 million. You're not spending all of that on just making it 4K. You're not. You're absolutely not. That's so dumb. Why would anyone believe that? So although the current 15th season continues to get audiences talking, no it doesn't, only bad stuff, Davies has admitted that there could be a pause in the Doctor Who schedule, leading viewers to speculate about the show's future. When speaking to Newsround, Davies said the Doctors reached the status of like Robin Hood. What? Sometimes there might be a pause, and during that pause, the viewers of Newsround will now will grow up a few years and start writing stories, and they'll bring it back. A few years? Mate, that sounds like decades. So I have absolute faith that this will survive because I'm living proof of it, and that's what happens to good ideas. No good idea ever dies. But this kind of commentary is saying that yes, it's going to get cancelled. You can't say something going off air for like 5 years is just a pause. That's a cancellation. No one thinks in their right mind when they say, yeah, it's going to get cancelled, as in the BBC will never make anything ever again with Doctor Who. Obviously, that's not what people mean when they say it's going to get cancelled. They mean it's going to get taken off the air with a purpose, right? I.e., we're going to stop making this for a while, recuperate, and then come back eventually. That's still being cancelled. Yes, it's a pause, but no one thinks that this is ever going to be completely done from the air permanently, ever. You're a moron if you think that. And you're a moron if you think that people are thinking that when they say this. A spokesperson at the time says this story is incorrect. Doctor Who has not been shelved. As we've previously stated, the decision on Season 3 will be made after Season 2 airs. Right, sure, whatever. So bad. Davies has addressed the future of the show again by going, there's no decision till after Season 2. So why can I pull up articles of you saying in like March of last year, I'm just writing Season 16 now, I've got a deadline for August, it's a tight deadline because we need to get shooting it early next year? Because that's happened. I can find those articles. I can find that interview of you saying that. But again, more crap. Doctor Who has a third epic villain incoming. I'm sure it does. No one cares, though. Like, who actually gives a shit about this? I got called a racist for pointing out that this woman is an Indian or a Pakistani. She is an Indian or a Pakistani. People are like, you racist. Oh my god, I noticed. God, people are dumb. No one wants this crap. No one cares about this crap. So he came out and said some other garbage. This is only 2/3 of the Trinity. The 2 Rainies count as 1. Because I say so. The third is lying in wait exactly 160 years away. So stand by. This is the big one. First of a 2-part finale. No one cares. Literally no one cares at all. This is lame. This is lame. They're all trying to spin it as positive, but this is lame. It's mad that they keep trying to say that this is positive stuff. The fact that it is under 3 million now, consistently, is terrible. That's embarrassing. But Russell T Davies will just fail up consistently, time and time again, because that's what happens to these idiots. They don't get any consequences for their actions. What can you do, eh? Let me know what you think. Bye now.